Alright, welcome back to D.L. Kramer's Custom Cars and Anything. Well, today let's see once here, the camera needs to be adjusted or something. Today I started putting in the bars, and I got the bottom ones down here. They're at 7 degrees going up with no weight on the car. They don't want them no more than 7 degrees, I guess. So the top, I'm going to go 5 degrees. I'm going to set these at 5 degrees on top. So they're a little more straighter. I'm thinking maybe that's what I should do because, well, I could go 7, I suppose, because, oh, geez, I tell you, every car is always a learning experience because it's the room that you have inside the body. I made this cradle, it's a little bigger so we can get a fuel cell in here, and without the suspension hitting it and stuff like that yet. And then we can throw a spare tire on top of it, and then on the sides he can put all his, tire jacks and maybe some spare parts if he's on a long run and stuff like that, my brother. But what I'm working on now is I got the back here tacked in. I got the bottom done last night. Like I say, I set them at 7 degrees. Basically there you make sure you have the same measurement on the side of the frame, and then you measure 4¼ inches out, on the bottom, and that way they're parallel, with one another. So I dropped what I did is I had to determine that is that I C-clamped steel to the side of this frame rail all the way down, but I put a C-clamp here, and then so it went all the way straight down. And then now obviously this is 2 inches wide. It's 2x3 tubing. It's 2 this way and 3 this way. So then I added in 2 inches, and then I measured from the outside of the frame rail to the side of the bar, in the front though. And I took that same measurement and I applied it back here. So that way I knew I was even all the way through. You see what I'm saying? Use a piece of steel, clamp it to the side, the inside of the frame, and all the way down. That way your bars are parallel with the frame. Okay? If this is the same measurement back here as what it is up there, well then you're parallel. And on each side I ended up to be 4¼ inches. 2 inches for the frame rail, and then 2¼ from the outside of the frame rail to the outside of the bar. So total was 4¼ inches. So that's how I determined that. And then I leveled out the back mounts on the shock mounts, on these rear mounts for the bars, because the rear mount of the bars incorporate the shock mount as well. So yeah, so that's how I determined that. Hopefully you understood what I just said. You probably don't. I kind of so if the measurement, you clamp a piece of steel on the side of this, and that should be consistent with the front measurement, then your bars are straight. So then I put an angle finder on them, and I got them at 7 degrees now with no weight on the car. As soon as we start putting weight on, well, the maximum degree they want is 7. So now when I start putting weight on, well, that degree, the bar is going to start to level out more. Okay, we're going to lose that. So we know we're within the boundaries of our limits. Now on the top, you have your choice. You got to be within 2 or 3 degrees of the bottom. Okay, so I thought about going 5 degrees on the top, so that way when the rear end is dropping, it kind of keeps that pinion the same. It kind of actually tips it a little bit towards the tail shaft of the tranny. So I think on the top I might go 5 degrees, and then on the bottom I'll go I'll stay at that 7. But sometimes to simplify it, just go 7 on the top too. But I just feel if I go, see, if you go 7 on the top, the pinion's going to stay the same, the angle, all the way up to its travel. So I'm just wondering if, I think I better go at 5 degrees on the top. So I want that pinion to kind of tip, towards the tail shaft of the tranny, so the drive shaft doesn't bind. So I think what I'll do is I'll keep it at 5 degrees on the top and 7 on the bottom. I'm thinking. I hope I'm right about this, my calculations. So anyway, now the next step is, now I gotta sneeze. Here we go. Got that out of the way. Now I had to do this a couple times, but I positioned the upper mounts, until I had them right, because what I did is I paralyzed them to the frame as best I could. You can't hardly tell it right now, but when I start lifting up on things, you will. So I'm trying to keep that mount, and I know it's not going to exactly paralyze with the frame on the front mounts, because if I did that, they would be tight together. So, and I don't want them tight together because, I can't see nothing. I don't want these tight together because then you have problems with, mounting, and I want to kind of keep them a little bit apart. So I'm trying to find that happy median. So now I got a crowbar across the front there, you can kind of see, because now I want to keep both ends level as much as I can. So I got to tack one side in at 5 degrees, and then I got to measure it across with the level across the bars, and I want to see if I can put this one at 5 degrees and still keep my levelness. Then I know I'm doing right. Then I know I'm good. So anyway, my back is sore today. This thing's kicking my buttocks because I can't seem to get past this rear suspension. Work my butt off on it, wait for parts and everything, and I'm still working on it. And it's like, my God, So anyway, let's, what are we going to do here now? Let's make sure that bar is level first before we do anything. Now I know I had a level in here, a little one. There it is, right in front of me. So let's check that out. Super. It might be a 32nd of an inch off, so we're just going to leave that bar alone. That's probably perfect, actually. So according to this, I don't know if you can see that, my arm's probably in the way, but yeah, she's so now we know we can go off of something there. Now the next step is, I still got the angle finder in the bottom here, so I'm going to set this level here. What I'm going to do next is I want to see what my angles are here. Right now I'm at about 4 degrees. I might end up going 6. Now let's see what's here. Okay, I think what I gotta do is maybe go in the car. So let's set this here. Keep you guys recording. Grab this wand so I can tack it together. I got everything laying around here. I can bump everything over with this cord. There goes the camera. Just so many tools out right now, and they're all in my way. All seem to be in my way here. Let's see, I gotta take my jacket off to get it too warm. All right. Okay, so now here, take my beautiful angle finder. One of these days, maybe I'll be able to afford a digital one or something. I'll run out. Oh yeah, I'm running about 6 degrees, so looks like I'm gonna run them at 6 degrees. Okay, so kind of figured that after I've seen the first round. I'm worried that I might have to go like 6 or something degrees. Golly, everything's in the dang way here. Now I gotta ground this side. If I can get the ground clamp open. Ugh, man. Okay. Okay. Where are we at here again? Check your ring for level once again. Yeah, we're off just like a 32nd of an inch. I think we can let that fly. We're within boundaries. As long as we're within boundaries, then we know we're at an 1/8 of an inch. But we're closer than that, I think. Yeah, about 32nd of an inch. Okay, I need to sit down here. Because my back is killing me today. Okay. Every time I look at those rear mounts, they look like they're off. In every direction I can look. Then they look straight, then they look crooked, and I think we're safe. I think we're good. So let's, okay. We gotta get this in position first. Oh, sucks. Knocks everything over, knocks this down, knocks that down. Okay. There's the wand. Of the frame levelness here. Looks good. It's right within boundaries. And then what I'm going to do, just for the heck of it, I'm going to level this mount off and just tack it in. I want to see what degree of angle I'm at. Because when I tip this up, it's going to mess up with my degrees. I just want to see if it even allows me to do it. So. I suppose as soon as just do a quick tack on that once, I think I'm going to have to pump it. Okay, what I'm going to do there, I'm going to check something here. See if that's level yet. Probably not. Of course, I got the light in the wrong spot, so I can't see nothing. It's got to be bumped up. And of course, I don't have my hammer with me. I gotta get out, go get a hammer, I guess. What I'm trying to do is figure out if I can run these level and see what degree those are going to be. All I care about is as long as they're below 7. That's all I care about. I'm going to check the camera out here. Oh yeah, you guys still can see everything. Good. As long as there's 7 and below, that's all I care about right now. I can't get my butt in here. One leg in, 2 legs in. Do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. Oh, I don't got no time for that right now. Okay. Just barely off. That side's gonna come up. There we go. Oh, that might be too much. Well, that's actually right on the money. Now, let's see. Let's see what this angle is. I'm hoping it's not more than 7. It's actually 6. Wow. So that'll work down on that one. Just for the heck of it. Yeah, that's 90. Okay. And this is 7. Yeah, that's about 7. So that's the same as the bottom, so we can run it that way. So that's probably what we'll do. Oh well. I wanted to run it about 5, but we gotta sell for what we can get nowadays, right guys? Gals, whoever you are. Let's see, let's pull this level out of here. We know that's level. Let's put that there. Then we need rest that on there. Can't forget about that. And then we need to set it at 0, at level. Right there. Now everything's crossways here. And we're gonna double check things again. Let's see what we we are here for level this. It's a little down. Let's bump everything else first. Well, how does that compare to this side? Pretty good. Not too bad. Now, degree. That's about, yeah, that's a 7. So I guess I'm going to run them both at 7. I guess everything's going to be at 7 because that's where it likes it. Okay. That is 7. Because now when you put weight on the car, they're going to... Why can't they make stuff last? Next thing that's going to throw off my degree yet. I gotta get myself a that's 7 as well. Okay, so there they are. So let's put some heavier tacks in on these so they don't move. I gotta put some heavier tacks on them so they don't move. And then we gotta jack it up and down and see if it binds it all. Make sure it works well. Let's see, I'll just set that there for now. Okay, now I'm going to attack the other side there. Last thing I want is this thing to move. I was going to attack these two some more. Okay, I don't think. Okay, so now I just got to tack. ground this. Oh. No, can we get this bar out here? I should just throw it on the floor. It lands on the floor anyway. Oh, man. No, I'm going to attack the back here, make sure that don't go anywhere. During the test operation. I might stop and clean. This is getting kind of old. Oh, that's just so amazing how you can have something in here and it just wants to wipe it to the ground. Yeah, hopefully I'm not warming up the seals too much or bushings. Well, now, let's I've gotta unload some of the stuff out of this car. I'm getting too much tools all over the place here. Man, after a while it gets old. I'm gonna clean here in a minute. Boy, am I gonna clean. Once I know this rear suspension is in place, then I gotta start mounting the shocks in it. Haven't figured that out yet. God, I tell you, it doesn't end. Well, let's see what we got here. Let's get the jack in me here. Get this out of the way. got any binding. Okay, here we go. Let's go up. Now we're starting to take it off the jacks. Oh, we got here, we got plenty of room there. Oh, gotta be careful. She wants to roll away now. But you see how that pinion stays straight now? Because I got 2 degrees less on the top than I got on, well, 1 degree less on the top. It's about 6 to 7. The bottom is definitely 7. Cool. Knock them down. Not anymore, I think. Well, guys, it looks like it works. Let's go down. How are we doing on the center of the axle? Boy, that looks good too. Yeah, no binding here. None at all. Suspension's going up. And the angle staying about the same. There we go. Okay. Now, we gotta do shocks, don't we? Oh, yeah. I would say we got the green light to weld that all together. Man, beautiful job. No binding. Everything's great. Oh, God, that makes me feel good. So what happens when you take your time, you know? So let's call this even for now. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna clean this mess up. I gotta clean this up here. Put some of this stuff away. I'm gonna call this video, you know, out for being done right now. Let's see, is there any more information I can give you guys? The way the bottom turned out. I got the braces in there. So you can see that now. That's the bottom front. And if we look at the bottom back, you really can't see much of. You see how shock mounts. I had to make sure that they were level up and down for shocks. I'm hoping I can utilize these. Sometimes I found out that I can't use these. A couple of my cars I built. But yeah. No, I want to throw maybe some heavier tacks in here after I get the shocks in place. And I'll take them out and then I'll tack some more of this up, I think. And I think what I'll do next is then then the rear end has to come out so I can weld her up good, and we gotta clean it, paint it. Might as well paint the rear end right away while it's out. And then Yeah, we should be good to go. So obviously I can't weld none of this in because with these bushings, and I can't get in here. So gotta take this all apart. So once the rear end's out, then I'll weld these up front here, you know, up in front. I'll weld all them up once the bars are out and everything. I got pretty good heavy tacks on them now, so hopefully everything stays together here without falling apart on me. If that does, then you got issues. Looks like I'm pretty good. Oh, you gotta thank the Lord above us that this is all going good. When you're building something like this, it's gotta be so safe. God, it's gotta be safe. And every time I take a car out for the first ride after I built it, it's like, did I tighten that nut up? Did I weld that good? Did I, you know, did I? Then you take it home and lay under there and check everything for tightness, and you go through all that, you know. Anyway, enough gabbing. I'm gonna stop this video right here, and then I'm gonna put the shocks in, and I'll try to take a video of that, and then we'll be ready to pull this all apart and paint it all and weld it all and whatever else. So okay, thanks guys. Please like and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye bye.